Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Engineer Waqas Abdul Salam. I am working as Assistant Director Electrical in Government Center of Excellence for Training and Development, GSTC Mughalpura, Lahore. I belong to Lahore. I have started my career in TEDx in November 2016 as a principal in Government Technical Training Center, District Jair, Gujarat. During my tenure as a principal, I have performed administrative, financial, and academic activities for development in my institute. During my tenure, the enrollment of my institute was 100%. The result of the institute was also 100%. The discipline of the institute was remarkable. Cleanliness and maintenance standards were up to the mark. I have performed tree plantation in my institute. I have planted 4,000 plants in my institute so that a beautiful learning environment may be provided to the students. In addition to that, the process of my monitoring was that I himself observed the teaching of my instructors and take feedback from my students. I himself conduct lectures for the motivation of my students. During my period, the institute has sufficient budget. Sufficient budget was available in all heads. So my objective was that to prepare the students for the industrial demand and to polish their skills. After that, a period of 7.5 years, I was transferred to Research and Development Section, R&D Section, TEDx Secretariat, Lahore. Here, my service continued for a period of about 6 months. During this period, I have performed tasks of primary and secondary research, feasibility study of new courses, feasibility study of new institute, and upgradation of the existing institutes. I have performed gap analysis, and I have learned a lot from this experience. After that, I was transferred to Government Staff Training College, Mughalpura, Lahore, as an assistant director. Here, the nature of my duties were changed. I was assigned the duties of master trainer, a lead trainer. The first training which I conducted in COE was the skill upgradation of teaching staff of TEDx. It was held in December 2023. This training was conducted in COE as well as in PEL. After that, GIG 1 month training of solar PV system overseas returnee was conducted, in which 30 students were enrolled, and all the 30 students got employment after completing the course. After that, second batch of the training was conducted, and I was also the master trainer. And after completion of second batch, all the students who got employment, who got enrolled, they got employment in the industry. So it was successful. In addition to that, summer industrial trainings are being conducted in COE, and I was also the master trainer in the field of electrician, electrical, solar PV system. These trainings are conducted in collaboration with industry, and these trainings are conducted on the floor of industry. So the major industries which collaborate us in this process are PEL, Sky Power Private Limited, Creative Electronics Private Limited, Unique Solar Private Limited. These industries offer industrial trainings, visits, and they also help the students in getting jobs after the completion of training. Now I want to give you an introduction of my academic career. Basically, I am electrical engineer. I have completed my BSc Electrical Engineering degree in 2012 from Punjab University, Lahore. After that, I enrolled in MS Electrical Engineering program. I completed my MS Electrical Engineering degree in 2015-16, and I was number one in the Department of Electrical Engineering of the university. After that, I enrolled in PhD Electrical Engineering degree program, and now I am the PhD Electrical Engineering research scholar. So what I have learned from the education, I applied these into the practical life. I applied into my job. So my objective is to polish the skill according to the changing needs of the industry. Recently, I have joined artificial intelligence training in collaboration with TEPTA and Rehan Foundation, and I have assigned a task to watch a TEDx video and to prepare a review presentation of that TEDx video. So now I want to give a review presentation of the TEDx talk. The title of TEDx talk is The New Power by Jeremy Hammonds. This TEDx talk was conducted in 2016. The title of reviewer presentation is The New Power, presented by Jeremy Hammonds, TEDx Amsterdam. First of all, he introduced the core idea, which is the old power versus new power. Hammonds urges that world is defined by a tug of war between centralized institutional old power and decentralized participatory new power. This is more than a technology shift. It is a fundamental class of values and operating models. He gives the examples of old power. The speaker's childhood activism using a mighty fax machine to try and change the world. This effort was limited by serious bandwidth constraints. He presented new power example. A young woman named Baya in Rio successfully launched a campaign using a mobile-based tool to save her school from demolition. Thousands became text message guardians, and the mayor reserved his decision in 72 hours. So he describes the new power framework in which he says that if we consider the dimensions and make comparison between old power and new power. Then first dimension is the nature. In old power, a currency that is amazed and hoarded, while in new power, a current that you must shape and let flow. Second dimension is the source. In old power, held by a few, it means elite driven. And in new power made by many, it is crowd driven. After that, the next dimension is action. In old power, it was download. Buy the shoe, read the newspaper, listen. While in new power, it is upload. Depend on what is uploaded from the bottom up. The next dimension is value. In formal power, it was formal governance, institutionalism, and privacy. While in new power, it is network governance, informal decision making, and radical transparency. So key takeaways on new power is that it is not just a Facebook page. Using new tools in deeply old power ways, that is Syrian director Bashar al-Assad having a Facebook page, does not make it new power. Second, it is not inherently positive. Decentralized power is used by negative actors like ISIS to spread violence and ideology. The third point is that mapping the landscape. The position speaker position organizations on a 2 by 2 matrix of models old versus new and values old versus new. Old power model and old power values. Apple, while a technology company, it operates in old power way, secretive and non-participatory, that is declining to remove the headphone jack. While in new power tactics are old power values, it's a dangerous combination. Donald Trump mastered new power tactics, decentralized social media that ran on a deeply old power call, only I can fix it. This combination of participatory tools and exclusionary values can be quite dangerous. The fourth point is that navigating the new power world, actionable insight. First of all, for old power leaders, occupy yourself. You must imagine your harshest critic is camped out in the heart of your organization. You must align your action and values, or you will be occupied. Second point, for new power organization, honor your crowd. New power actors have less control over their crowd than over employees. For example, AirHub cultivated its host into a community and lobbyists. Uber was more transactional, leading to drivers unionizing against them. Communication. Adopt the meme drop. Stop relying on soundbite. Use the meme drop, developing language and assets for the crowd to adopt and own. That is Occupy Wall Street, Black Lives Matters. The US government's attempt to fight ISIS by using a new power platform with an old power symbol. The next point is leadership. Turn, turn signaling into structure. Leader like Pope Francis and powerful new power signaling, taking off fancy robes, kissing feet. The challenge is to take signaling and meaningfully push power down out into structure. So he presented, Hammond's presented concludes with a powerful call to action. First of all, the platforms must be reclaimed. The crowds that make new power possible must reclaim power from the platforms. That is Facebook, that have become power concentrating, turning users into animals on a participation form without decision-making rights. The critical question: how are you using new power to help the least powerful people in the world? The third one is the inspiring example: the White Helmets, a group of Syrian volunteers who crowd fund their rescue work and are supported by a global new power movement. So he describes all of his ideas in this summary. Now I want to present you my own ideas about this review. My point of view is in line with the Hammond's. He says the crowds that make new power possible must reclaim power from the platform. It means those people or group of people who make new power, they do not have the power in their them. They have drawn power from some platform. These platforms are social media platforms. For example, it is Facebook. So these social media platforms are basically power concentrated. These platforms offer opportunity to the user to give their participation on a partition form. It is just like that a lot of animals gather into a farm and we call this farm a partition farm. So it becomes a partition farmhouse. So similarly, Facebook is also a partition farm in which many animals gather and they presented their views on different topics. The second thing is that how are you using new power to help the least powerful people in the world? It means that we have got the power by using social media, by using the platform of social media, and now we are powerful. It is our obligation to help the least powerful people in the world. So the least powerful people are those people who have not this kind of power. They have not draw the power from social media platform like Facebook. So they not have their point of view, their liberation of the point of view. They do not have the a repo of their views. So the powerful people should have to do work to help these people, to help in structuring the agenda of their views, to help in structuring the views of their thoughts. Therefore, the most powerful people should help the less powerful people in the world. And then he presented the inspiring example, the White Helmets, a group of Syrian volunteers who crowdfund their rescue work and are supported by a global new power movement. In this example, a group of the Syrian volunteers fund their rescue work and are supported by global new power movement. It was a movement which support the worldwide activities, such activities. So it is a good inspiring example. So we should also follow this example and to help the least powerful people in the world. So it is all about a review of this TEDx video, and I also have presented my own views about this video. Now I want to close it, and I say goodbye to you. Thank you very much.